Mama told me, yeah, Black Paisley. Mama told me, yeah, come on. Mama told me, one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king in my papa.
Hey everybody, Jungle Larry here. Kind of excited. Been waiting about a month for this. Maybe a little bit of faux pas to bring it so early without thoroughly testing it. But right out the box, pretty excited. I want to, not an unboxing, I hate unboxings. The Cloupor Mini came in this box. Has a few items in it. Has, shit, might as well fucking do it. Instructions, quick user guide about the battery. Comes with this nice little velvet case. Warranty card, it's like a little credit card. Has a charger for your pass-through. Has a little plastic box with some screws, magnets to replace on the door. We'll get to that later. And one of those little magic blue screwdrivers. Probably can't see it because the lighting sucks right now, but get over it. So anyways, super excited about this. Just to give you an idea, this is a VaporShark DNA. It's about the same size. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit heavier, just a tiny bit. But yeah, it's 18650. So that's the best part. 18650 battery. Has reverse protection, but they still tell you, hey, please look at the positive, look at the negative signs, put your battery in the right way. You can charge your battery off of this. Haven't done it, obviously, just got it. But you can also use pass-through. There's a little USB connector on the bottom. The atomizer, or your tank range for your ohms, is 0.45 to 3 ohms. I'm stupid. Like, I've been building coils lower and lower, and I forgot how to build higher. So it took me a try because I don't keep track of stuff. I built it at 0.45. It gave me a little bit of an error. At a certain power level I had to adjust it. It would freeze on the seconds. It would say 0.3 seconds and it would stop for firing. So I ended up building another coil, 0.7 ohms. I used my tobacco coil jig to build that. It was a 26 gauge Canthal, 3/32 diameter, 8 wraps I think. The voltage on it is 3.6 volts to 7 volts. It is a variable voltage device as well as a variable wattage. The output current, this is something that was in the owner's manual, and I've got the notes right here, so that's what I'm looking down. 10 amps. At 3.2 volts, it's got a little power meter right there, and it shows there's a representation of your battery. 3.2 volts, it's done. It's not gonna work anymore. So charge it and then go from there. 2-minute timeout. The screen just goes black, and then when you push the button again, it lets it know that you want to vape. There's a slight delay. I think it's less than a second. It might be a second or two. Maybe I think it's less than a second, and it'll come back, and then you can vape on it again. It's not a DNA. It looks like a DNA, but it's more like the eLeaf iStick when it comes to function of the chip. It has right and left mode. You can switch back and forth from variable wattage to variable voltage by holding the down and the power at the same time, and it'll just swap for you. Remember the ego? 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, 5 clicks on. That's all you got to do to turn it on and turn it off. One thing that bugs the crap out of me, but it is what it is, adjustable pin. Adjustable 510 pin, and when they mean adjustable, and that's the screws I was talking about, it comes with a screw in there, and you got to turn the screw up, turn the screw down. The screw, I have my tugboat, there's a small gap, tiny gap. Not thrilled about it. What are you going to do? I thought the screws might be different sizes. They're not. They're all the same size. So I'm probably going to use my tugboat on this primarily. I'm probably going to sand a screw head down a little bit just to get rid of that gap. Other than that, one thing I do want to point out before I go too farther, and I'm sorry about flying through this. It's just I'm excited about this. This is a really neat device so far, and I'll do like an after action report later on, maybe in a couple weeks. But it's super similar to the VaporShark in all aspects. It's more like the RNA because It has a magnetic door and a works off a 650. The build quality is on par with the Vapor Shark. The Vapor Shark being a 10, this is probably an 8.5, 9. The battery door, I'm not too familiar with battery doors, but there is a little bit of a play left and right, and that's basically because it is a pull down to release the door, but there's no ridges on the left or right side of the compartment to keep it from moving left and right, but it's minimal. I notice it when I'm vaping on it. I might move it just a little bit, but not that big of a deal. Considering how much I paid for this, and considering how much I paid for the Vapor Shark DNA, paid about $160 for this. I needed a authentic mod. I wanted an authentic mod, and quickly, within less than a month, it went down to $99 when I bought it, and they wouldn't give me a rebate or anything. Thanks, Vapor Shark. Anyways, $35 from Fasttech. Ordered it December 20th. It spent forever and a day just sitting there, and then when it finally shipped, I got it today on January 26th. So, it is what it is. It is Fasttech. Let me multitask there for a second. It's the stove telling me it's done, but I'm not done because I want to gush more about this device. So I have it set. When it comes to a device like this, variable wattage preference. Everyone has their preferences. They can choose whatever they want. I don't care. I make sure I set it at the wattage that gives me the correct voltage that keeps me safe from formaldehyde in my lungs. No. But at this setting, honestly, like I thought, okay, a 0.45 coil, I'm building it higher now. Man, I tell you what, it's perfect. It's not a cloud chasing device. It's a step up from an earlier video that you haven't seen yet, or maybe you have. I know I haven't put it on yet. The iStick is a casual vaping device, and this is a step up from that. It's awesome. I mean, the vapor production is great. The flavor is great. Yeah, I know the RDA has something to do with that, but I moved the RDA to another device, and there is a difference. There is always a difference between your mech mod or your regulated device. Yeah, so there's that. It's good. Great vapor production, great flavor, but that's due to the fact that I can adjust it. I adjusted all the way down to the lowest wattage, and it gives me the same experience, just less vapor. I've had it at 30 watts, same experience, a little bit more vapor, not much. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that I've only had it for. I've gone through about 8 mils of juice in about a 2.5 hour period. I've been chain vaping the hell out of this thing. I've already, I had a battery that wasn't completely charged, but I've already drained that. So I put a new battery in just to do this video. If you want all of the particulars, like I'm a power user, like a little bit more than what friends of mine would care about, or just people in general, just hearing different talk on the boards and in the shops. But if you want something to all of the details, you want to talk to the devil that's in the details, then go over to P. Basardo's channel. Not everybody needs to know all that, but if you need to know that, he's the guy to go to. He checks every signal, every little setting. He really runs it through the ringers. He gave it a positive review. I'm giving it a positive review. This one can crap out. It has a warranty on it. I don't know. I haven't looked into whether I can send it to somewhere in the States or if I can send it back to China. If I have to send it back to China, I'll probably just buy another one. It's $35. I think the most expensive I've seen it is 45 bucks. You know, so it's not that expensive. You can buy a couple of these and still come under the DNA, RNAs, Paper Shark. But it's definitely like I plan on using this more than I use my DNA. My DNA I love. Like I said, the quality is there, but having that 18650 option is super awesome. But like I said, go over to Basardo's channel. He's great. His reviews are spot on, but not everybody needs all that information. But he gives everything, so you know. Not much more I can say about this. It's got the Cloupor. I'm just reaching for shit to talk about now, but it's got the Cloupor engraving right here. It says Cloupor. Has the Mini right here. Yeah, the buttons are metal. There's a little bit of play when you run your finger across them. You probably hear it. You can barely hear it when you shake it. It's a good device so far. Can't beat it. Like and subscribe if you have any questions. Comment below. I will go ahead and probably, like I said, the after action after a couple weeks. I'll probably have a little bit more to say, and I'll probably be a little bit calmer about it, and talk to you in a more monotone voice and go over some stuff that I forgot about. But hey, you know, if you're going to order one, just do it. All the reviews that I've seen so far and the documentation I've read on the internet, nothing but positive. Other than that bug, that 0.45 ohm bug, you know, but build a higher coil. You're not going to have that problem. I don't use tanks, sorry. I use RDAs. So if you're looking for that, other people talk about it. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.